Today, I'm presenting the best budget digital piano for beginners, according to the New York Times. That list and comments coming up. Ted Barsley with Alamo Piano Galleries. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And also, if you'd like to shop our store online, it's alamopianogalleries.com. Some of the keyboards that I'm going to talk about in this video are there. You can look them up. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is this article at the New York Times. It was forwarded to me, and someone said, hey, you might want to take a look at this and maybe do a video or have your own ideas about it. And so I looked at the article, and it's best budget, and one restriction they didn't put in the title is $600 and under. So that tells you right there this is going to be a real challenge for product review and market. And I have nothing against this article. I have no qualms with it. Factually, everything is 100% spot on, but they do spend a bit of time discussing how they came to these conclusions. They had a panel that helped them test. They only tested on the grand piano sound. They tried to look for realistic feel, and the price range was $600 max. And they came to their conclusions, and then they defend their decisions. They say a little bit about each one. And then they also mentioned, where is it? They talk about the research, why you should trust them, who this is for, how we picked and tested, and then their picks. And their picks are the Roland FP10 was the number one at the top of their list. And I think when that thing was reviewed by our store here, it was about 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't play and review that one. That's the one I really didn't like. And I played the FP30s on up. Someone else did the review on that. And they compared it to the Yamaha P45, which I'm going to get to in just a little bit, because that was not included on this in their pool of keyboards. The second one was a Casio CDP S160. Don't know much to say about that other than the predecessor. We had a lot of returns on that specific product. The Alesis Recital Pro, our experience here is we sold one of those and it was returned. Casio CDP 360. I have some of those around here with stuck keys. That was their list. They also had a backup and a competition one that they enjoyed. They enjoyed the Donner DDP, I think 45 or something, or 100. And I've never liked one of those. And the Korg B2, and we have a couple of those that have been returned. What I want to talk about is the idea behind this P45, is they said it was not considered, neither was the P143. They do fit the category. They said the reason why the P45 was not included in Yamaha was that it's very similar to the, number one, it's old technology, and that it just wasn't considered because it didn't sound and play good. And even though Amazon has a model called the 71, the P71, which is supposedly, I guess, made just for Amazon, neither of those two were considered. However, I've had people ask me, is this article Amazon backed, because every one of the keyboards they picked is available through Amazon. And that's what you're going to get. It's something that's $600. I mean, it's natural that the world's largest retailer is going to be selling some of the most inexpensive things because they can get it all over the world for about the same kind of low price. And that's the one thing I do want to mention. The low price doesn't mean you're going to get something great. Somewhere in there, I wish they would have checked with not just the manufacturers, but retailers that have piles of some of these things returned for one reason or another. I do know some of the Casio models, keys stuck. And however, they did not include the, I think it's the S1100, which is the portable 88 key one. It does run on batteries, and again, usually any keyboard that runs on batteries is going to be kind of inexpensive, and that one does fit the mold, but it wasn't considered. I'm not criticizing the article. Theoretically, everything they say is true and correct in the way they back it, but it's like a $600 keyboard may not be perfect for a beginner because it's not going to get you really excited about the instrument of a piano. And a digital piano is kind of in that price range is not really a good representation of what it is to play piano. So the excitement level is going to be down. I wouldn't recommend it for a kid, a young child beginning. Maybe for a beginner adult that understands, hey man, I got the cheapest thing just so I can learn, and then maybe I can understand more expensive stuff. That's who we sell this stuff to a lot of times, people that want to grow through it. But first-time buyers looking for a cheap keyboard just so they can learn as a hobby, it's probably a great thing. Everyone has their budget. Just to remember that it doesn't always mean you're getting the latest, greatest, or near the best kind of quality after-sale service or warranty, because it's not an overly expensive item in the first place, at least in terms of musical instrument. But they do deliver a lot. They did talk a lot about some of the quality of sounds other than the grand piano sound. So with that, go through the list, go play these. We have some here around the store. I don't know that we have all of them. But go into and check them out for yourself and see, maybe even check out the article, the best budget beginner pianos, or pianos for digital pianos for beginners, probably at $600 and under, according to the New York Times. And this is Ted Barshalou with Alamo Piano Galleries. I thank you for listening to this commentary about keyboards, and we're probably going to have to do another one to answer all of the complaints or suggestions or whatnots. But it's kind of an interesting concept that you can get these in the mail and not even have to have played it before you got to hear it, which I don't always recommend. We'll be looking for you next time, and thanks for watching the channel.